Happy New Year, everybody. We're back. Just finished our Christmas hiatus and we're getting back in the garage. We got a ton of stuff coming up this year that we're so excited about, and we just want to get this space in a position to accomplish all of our 2025 goals. That means, cleaning up, maybe rearranging, and hopefully some new tools that will help us just crush it in here. We actually got reached out to by a company that we think is perfect for this, and we're super pumped to be working with them.
I'm here too.
This is the air compressor from VEVOR, and the reason we're excited about it is we're actually right on the box. Tough tools, half price.
Yeah, you know how we are about cheap. We love it.
Yes.
Yeah, we've tried to build our channel around the idea that you can accomplish anything with the car with tools that you can find at places like Harbor Freight, because we're not going to buy $50 screwdrivers anytime soon. So when this company reached out to us, we thought, hey, this is right down our alley. It's kind of got the Harbor Freight idea, but it seems to be more of an online store. So they gave us an opportunity. They sent us out here an air compressor that we're going to do a completely unbiased review on. They did not give us any sort of guidelines to go for other than the name. So you got that. And we're going to see if it's worth our time and worth your money.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Woo! Just kidding. We got the tools right here.
Oh yeah, we're not done yet.
Okay, we have not opened this at all.
Yeah, first impressions live so far. It's packaged.
Ooh.
Okay. First thought, some assembly is required.
Yep. And I gotta learn about some things. I don't even know what this is.
Muffler. Okay.
A bit of a close-up on some of the stats on this thing so you can see what we're dealing with.
So that's some of the information. The horsepower, the capacity. Yeah, you can read.
All right, we're back in it. Sorry, we just wanted to make sure you guys saw the specs, because sometimes you're like, what even is this? How much air does it move, blah, blah, blah. I'm not super familiar with all that stuff, and that's why we're excited to have this thing. So this is the horizontal air compressor, so it's gonna sit a little bit shorter than the big tall boys. All right, stuff I think we can handle. Little mini axles. And there she is. Okay. Oh, so, yeah. You can pick it up by yourself, which is all cool right off the bat. And Jay, what kind of I think you might have a little bit more familiarity with air compressors than me. Oh wait, you don't have a mic on though.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I found my mic, so I'll go ahead and throw in my 2 cents here. So, air compressors. I personally like air compressors because back in the olden days, I used to work with air compressors a lot because I worked in a collision repair shop. So that was a lot of sanding and a lot of painting. And something that's really nice about these modern compressors is if you look here, it has 2 dials. One of them gives you the pressure for how much PSI is in the actual canister. And then this one right here lets you know how much PSI is in your actual hose. Now what makes this so important is definitely when you're painting something. You want to make sure that the air pressure is very consistent, that the pressure doesn't drop, because if that happens, you could reduce the amount of paint that comes out of your gun, and then you can just ruin the paint job. So that has always been something that I've really liked about air compressors. And then, at least for me, for our channel, us being cheap, poor, whatever, is impact guns. I don't have the money for the big electric impacts that you can get nowadays, so a pneumatic impact does wonders. It helps with taking off tires, big parts like suspension, all that kind of stuff that a normal 3/8 battery powered tool can't handle. So this is a really good substitute for those kind of newer battery powered tools, and it just helps you with all sorts of different little projects around the house. Like, this is a homeowner's best friend. It helps with carpentry work, helps with nail guns. The list goes on. So the more you use this, the more uses you'll find for it. And I still think that this is a great addition for anyone to have in their garage.
Okay, let's get this thing set up.
It grunts like it's heavy. It's not heavy.
I grunt because I'm older.
Yeah.
not because it's heavy. I can do it without grunting. It's super. It's very light. That's actually very cool. One thing I want to point out about this thing is that it's oil free, so there's not a ton of maintenance that you have to do to like upkeep it. There's like, I think you're just supposed to drain the air to make sure that the water condensation buildup doesn't occur and start to damage the inside of the tank. But other than that, it should be pretty robust and easy to use. Okay, so to install the parts that need installing: mufflers, the wheels, and a little stand chalk thing right here, which they glued onto the styrofoam.
Some serious packing.
It was a choice, and it should be pretty easy.
Yep, pretty straightforward installation. Just a few parts.
Just a few parts.
Well, as you just saw there, that is a very simple installation. This thing comes pretty much pre-assembled for you. There's just a few little bits and pieces probably to help it get in the box. But air compressors, they have a reputation of being a bit loud. And something I'm very curious about is I've never seen these little mufflers. So let's go ahead and let's get this plugged in and turned on and see if those really make a difference or not, because I am curious. So normal plug, whatever. And the on and off switch is this bright red plug. So let's go ahead. You ready?
Ready. Are you serious?
That thing is quiet.
That's so much quieter than I thought it was gonna be.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Like, if you haven't noticed, we do have new microphones, so we're kind of upgrading in life, but I don't know how this is picking up. We'll see soon, but we can talk normally in this garage with this running, which is not normal with air compressors. Usually you have to leave the room because they're just insanely loud.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead, get this thing aired up, and we'll continue this review.
Wow.
All right, so that time lapse, just to give you an idea, from completely empty to its capped out 120 PSI, that took about 10 minutes. It does mention in the instructions that a proper break-in procedure for this pump is to let it run for about 30 minutes. So in order to do that, you just kind of leave the bottom valve open so that way it can't build pressure. But once you do that, it's fully lubricated and it's ready to go. So that's fantastic. But this is a review, so I do need to mention a glaring negative about this product. Just like everyone watching this video, it has no hose. But luckily for you, I do have a hose. So let's go ahead, let's get this hooked up and see how it works on inflating some tires. Now we're on to the demonstration purposes. We have this hose all the way up to 120 PSI. I have sacrificed PSI on my tire just for you, the viewer, and we're gonna see if this works. I have this down to about 5 PSI. I believe the sticker on the door is something around 30. That's nice. And let's fill it up. Just like that. And while this is going on, I can mention one other cool feature. This compressor, it automatically stops itself at 120 PSI. And once it figures out that it's getting too low, it automatically turns itself back on to help keep you with constant pressure. So, little details. Just like that. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Beautiful. In pretty much no time, it's all done, so we don't need this anymore.
All right, so now that you have this compressor, like, you have access to a whole new suite of tools, which, like, you're off to the races now. So this thing's kind of impressive. We're getting a full-size compressor experience in a compact size. All the tools that you can use, it has the full 120 PSI, so you can, actually be on the pneumatic stuff. It's so maneuverable, it's so easy to just, it just comes right up like this, slide in your car, take it to your buddy's house, and now he's basically got access to one too. And like the best part is that when you're done with it, it really will just tuck away into any corner of the garage. And when you're in a smaller garage like this, you know, space is a premium. So having something like that, kind of versatile and this small package is huge. So I'm like, I just become more and more impressed by this thing the more we've used it today. Okay, so final thoughts on the VEVOR air compressor. I was not prepared for it to be as quiet as it is. It looked very industrial. I thought this thing is gonna blow our eardrums out. You know, like that's gonna be kind of like the compromise that you make when you're buying on the cheaper side of tools like this. But when it turned on and it was quiet and then we lubricated it and it got quieter, I started to become a really big fan of it.
Yeah, because usually on the higher end compressors, you see like covers on them and they look sleek and aerodynamic, and then you turn them on and yeah, they're loud. So this alone is what kind of pushed me over the edge. You know, it's a compact size. This isn't for, you know, industrial shops or anything like this. This is definitely for hobby work, you know, doing work on one car, one tool. So don't expect wonders out of it. And I don't know with the capacity if you could spray an entire car with it at once, but for its size, its mobility, its quietness, and overall, it seems like it's a pretty high quality product. Like I would not turn an eye against this compressor.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's actually, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. And like, yeah, you just need a hose. Like you need
you just need your hose.
you need your hose and you're off to the races. You know, we're so happy that we got to do this review like unbiased and just give our own opinions about it. Like that means a lot to us. I was prepared to kind of knock it really hard being a cheapo air compressor, and it's just not the case.
Nope.
But yeah. So what do you think, Jay? Like where are you at on this thing?
I think it's a good purchase. This is something I would buy, and I don't think I would have any problems with it. This is definitely, I think, a good quality product. I think they're onto something here.
Yeah. I think I got the VEVOR fever, man. No, don't leave. Don't leave.
My God. Yeah.
I would love to check out more things from VEVOR because it really feels like their quality is going up and they're very affordable. Like I love that Harbor Freight model, and for regular people, I think this is great. So yeah, please check it out. I think they go around $150, and I think it's punching above its weight at that price. We have an affiliate link down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. If you have any questions that we can answer down in the comments, please let us know, or anything else about it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you, VEVOR, for sending this over. It's gonna see some use.
Like and subscribe.
And see you guys in the next one. Hasta!